Jai Jagannath. Welcome back to PM Academy. Today, I want to tell my viewers about yesterday's passing of the bill, that is registration of births and the deaths in the Loksabha. Now, for the first time, the government of India wants to bring a bill where the registration of the births and the deaths will be recorded, and that will be accepted for all the purposes, in the admission purpose, in the schools, in the colleges, in the votings, in the rations, or for the welfare schemes, all fields. This the registration of the births and death will be compulsory. Before coming to the topic, my request to you to like my channel, to subscribe my channel, and to share my the videos to your the friends and colleagues. Now I am coming to topic. As yesterday, this the bill, that is the registration of the births and deaths, passed in the Lok Sabha. So there was certain, to some extent, it was some concerns by the opposition parties, but still then it was passed. Its the main purpose was that, and it will make a mandatory for the votings, for the education, for the job, and for the welfare schemes of the government of India. Now, what happens? What is the purpose of this the bill? Because this the bill will create a digital database where the all the records of the births and the deaths will be the recorded. Sometimes what happens actually, people are the dying, or we are not keeping the records properly, and it is continued. It is continued, and that is also, even people take the benefits even after the death. So means actual, due to the maintaining of the digital database, the proper record will be the maintained, and once the person dies, actual his name will be the deleted. So in this case, actual the minister reminded that actual for the first for the first time, means actual, this the bill was there since 1969. It has not been the amended, and this the regulation of the births and the deaths had not been the amended since the 1969. And but you just imagine that between the 1969 till date, actual lot of advancement in the field of science, technology, and many other fields, actually we have advanced a lot, but still actually we are following the pattern of the registration patterns and the death patterns of the 1969. By this the bill, this the digital data bank will be the maintained. And in this case, actually what will happen, this the data, this the registration of the births and the dates will be the utilized for the various purpose, what I told you, for the admission to the schools and colleges and the universities, and the preparation of the voter list, and so many bogus voters will be the out, and also appointment of the various posts in the government sectors. Also this the birth certificate will be the accepted, and various other government schemes, central government schemes are there, and that this the voter registration will be allowed, will be accepted by the government of India. Now what happens actuals, it has been this the data, the registration of the births and the dates will be the shared with the authorities of the other departments, or the database will be the shared with the others, like the database of Election Commissioner of India, database of the, you can say, like the ration cards, and various other sectors of the government of India and the state governments. In this case, what happens? A lot of malpractices will be the removed, and a lot of bogus registration of the births and the deaths will be the out. So now what happens actually, in this case what happens, the bill allows the Registrar General of India has to maintain a national database of registered births and the deaths. It is the Registrar General of India. He has to maintain the national database of the births and the deaths of the all the citizens of India. Then below that, at the state level, the chief registrar has to maintain the records of the births and the deaths of the whole state. Then below that, the registrars appointed by the states for the local purpose, they will maintain the births and the deaths for the national database. Means actual at the lower level, the register has to keep the records of the births and the deaths. It is to be sent to the state level database. So by the state registers or the, you can say, the chief registrars, he has to make, chief register has to collect the data or to receive the data from the registrars. Then the chief registers has to send the details to the Registrar General of India. Means the same data, same birth and death records will be maintained by the Registrar General of India, chief registrars and the registrars. So there will not be any mismatch so far the births and the deaths are the concerned. And also the bill also links the other details of the parents and the person who report the birth in case of, in the, but in means in the birth cases such as the doctors in the hospitals, like jailers in the case of births in the jail, and a manager of the hotels or the guest houses, and the police officers in case they find the abandoned child within their the jurisdictions. In this case, actually, what happens? The birth certificate will be the maintained. If the police reports, the actual police inspector or the police station's name will be there. If the doctor reports any abandoned child in the hospitals, whatever may be, so in this case, a doctor's name will be there. So if the birth taking place in the jail actual, then the jailer's name will be there. So in this way, the proper record will be the maintained for the births and the deaths, where there will not be find a single mismatch or the malpractices. In this case, what happens actuals? So by this though, maintaining this the records of the births and the deaths, so many bogus cards of the many people have died, but still then they are taking the benefit. Their cards are taking the lot of benefit. People are taking the benefits. So bogus things, bogus birth certificate, bogus death certificate will be out. Then what happens? Proper data will be the maintained. So government will not find any difficulty for the implementing a proper scheme. So for the any type of the scheme, whether by the government of India or by the state government, properly it will be the implemented, and people can take the right benefits. Those are particularly the cheaters, we can say in the layman's language, and those are taking the, those are also bypassing the laws by taking the bogus birth certificate and the bogus death certificates. So they cannot find a place in the societies. All will be out. This the game will be completely out by this the bills, and it will be highly helpful for the government of India and the state government for implementing the policies and for maintaining the proper records and for implementing all these things in the government sector, schools, colleges, government sectors, and in the ration distributions, welfare schemes, and all the fields. It will be highly helpful and highly beneficial to both to central government, to the state government, and the people of India. Before concluding today, my request to you to like my channel, to subscribe my channel, and share my the videos to your the friends and colleagues. This is for today. Thank you very much.